हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू कैरियर पॉइंट। आज हम जानेंगे बेसिक ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिकल मशीन। पहले बेसिक ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिकल मशीन स्टार्ट करने से पहले हमको बेसिक जानना है। तो बेसिक में हम क्या डिस्कशन करेंगे? फर्स्ट हम डिस्कशन करेंगे मैग्नेटिक सर्किट। मैग्नेटिक सर्किट तो मैग्नेटिक सर्किट क्यों नेसेसरी है? जितना भी हम इलेक्ट्रिकल मशीन पढ़ेंगे वो ट्रांसफार्मर हो या मोटर हो और जनरेटर है, सब में मेरा मैग्नेटिक सर्किट के प्रिंसिपल में काम करता है। इसीलिए हमको बेसिक पहले जानना है, उसके बाद हम इलेक्ट्रिकल मशीन स्टार्ट करेंगे। चलिए मैग्नेटिक सर्किट जानने से पहले कुछ बेसिक के बारे में जानते हैं। फर्स्ट वन इज मैग्नेट। What do you mean by magnet? A magnet is a piece of substance which has the properties to attract a piece of iron, nickel or cobalt. Okay, this is the definition of a magnet. That is, magnet is a piece of magnet is a substance which has the property to attract a piece of iron, निकल और कोबाल्ट। जो मेरा आयरन, कोबाल्ट और निकल को अट्रैक्ट करेगा उसी को हम मैग्नेट बोलेंगे। ओके, नाउ मैग्नेट हैज टू टाइप, दैट इज योर magnet are two types. There is a permanent magnet second one is temporary magnet. Or it is called electromagnet. Okay, now what do you mean by permanent magnet? A permanent magnet retain their magnetism for a longer period of time. उसका मैग्नेटिक प्रॉपर्टी मेरा लॉन्गर पीरियड ऑफ टाइम के लिए रहेगा। इसको हम बोलेंगे परमानेंट मैग्नेट। व्हाट इज द एग्जांपल ऑफ परमानेंट मैग्नेट? दैट इज बार मैग्नेट, number 2 U-shape magnet, number 3 is horseshoe magnet. Okay, these are the example of permanent magnet. Then what do you mean by temporary magnet? A temporary magnet or a electromagnet in which if a current flowing through a conductor, then a magnetic field is developed in that conductor. This is called temporary magnet. Why? ना, जब तक मेरा करंट फ्लो होगा उसी कंडक्टर के अंदर, तब तक मेरा मैग्नेटिक प्रॉपर्टीज रहेगा। अगर करंट फ्लो होगा, बंद हो जाएगा, तो मैग्नेटिक प्रॉपर्टीज नहीं रहेगा। तो इसको हम टेम्पररी मैग्नेट और इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट बोलते हैं। तो 90% जो भी मेरा मशीन है उसी में मेरा टेम्पररी मैग्नेट काम करता है और इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट काम करता है। दीज आर द टाइप्स ऑफ मैग्नेट। नेक्स्ट इज magnetic poles. What do you mean by magnetic poles? Magnetic poles, it is the two end of a magnet. Okay. Generally, there are two types of magnetic poles. One is north pole, another is south pole. Okay. I will take an example of bar magnet. It is north pole and it is south pole. But how you know what is the north pole? What is my north pole and what is my south pole? The north pole is same as the north pole of Earth and it is same as the north pole of South. Okay. Next property is, if I break this bar magnet, then there is also develop another north and south pole, that is north south. Okay, this is your magnetic poles. Now next is laws of magnetic force. इसको हम कूलॉम्स लॉ ऑफ मैग्नेटिज्म भी बोलते हैं, कूलॉम्स लॉ ऑफ मैग्नेटिज्म. ओके, तो कूलॉम्स लॉ ऑफ मैग्नेटिज्म क्या है? कूलॉम्स लॉ ऑफ मैग्नेटिज्म है, गिव टू लॉ. फर्स्ट लॉ इज नंबर वन, फर्स्ट लॉ unlike pole attract each other and like pole repel each other. तो इसके लिए हम क्या करेंगे, एक एग्जांपल लेंगे. सपोज मैं बार मैग्नेट ले रहा हूँ, इसका ये है नॉर्थ पोल, ये है साउथ पोल. another I will take another bar magnet, that is your north pole and south pole. Okay, now these are the opposite pole. Pole which are attract each other. Okay, now same north south, south north, these are same pole, they are repel. Okay, this is the Coulomb's first law, that is like pole repel each other or unlike pole attract each other. Now then what is my Coulomb's second law? Okay, the force of attraction between the two magnetic poles is directly proportional to the pole strength and inversely proportional square of the distance between them. This is Coulomb's second law, that is, the force of attraction between the two poles is directly proportional to the pole strength of the material and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Okay. Now I will take a magnetic pole. Here is M1 is pole strength, here M2 is pole strength, and the distance between them are D. Now F is proportional to M1, M2. F is proportional to 1 by D square, and F is proportional to M1, M2 by D square. Okay. Now, if F is proportional to M1 and M2 by D square, then F is equal to K M1 M2 by D square. What is K? K is equal to proportionality constant. That is K is equal to 1 by 4 pi mu 0 mu r. Okay. What is mu 0 and mu r? Mu 0 is equal to permeability, absolute permeability, and mu r is equal to relative permeability. Okay, the absolute permeability depends on the air, that is your absolute permeability, and relative permeability depends on the surrounding. कौन सा surrounding में मेरा है. And what is my mu 0 value? Mu 0 is equal to 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 Henry per meter. That is your absolute permeability. Now, and mu r, it depends on the medium, depends on medium. Okay. Now, next is magnetic field. Okay. What do you mean by magnetic field? That the space surrounding by a magnet in which the magnetic properties will exist is known as magnetic field. Okay. The space around the magnet in which the magnetic properties will exist, that is called magnetic field. So suppose मैं एक मैग्नेट ले रहा हूँ, इसका इतना स्पेस जो है उसी में मेरा मैग्नेटिक प्रॉपर्टी काम करता है। तो मैं एक आयरन लेकर आऊंगा, अगर मैं यहाँ पे इसको यहाँ पे रखूंगा तो ये अट्रैक्ट नहीं करेगा। अगर इसका रेंज में आ जाएगा आयरन तो ये क्या होगा, अट्रैक्ट करेगा। ओके, दिस इज योर मैग्नेटिक फील्ड। तो कोई भी चीज अगर मैग्नेटिक फील्ड के रेंज में आ जाता है तो वो उसको अट्रैक्ट कर देता है। अगर रेंज के बाहर हो जाएगा और मैग्नेटिक फील्ड के अंदर आ जाएगा तो वो अट्रैक्ट करेगा, और फील्ड के बाहर होगा वो अट्रैक्ट नहीं करेगा। दिस इज योर सॉरी मैग्नेटिक फील्ड। ओके, तो अभी देखेंगे मैग्नेटिक फील्ड में क्या होता है ना। इन मैग्नेटिक फील्ड the lines of force exist। ओके, मैग्नेटिक फील्ड में क्या होगा, लाइन्स ऑफ फोर्स एग्जिस्ट करेगा। तो व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय लाइन्स ऑफ फोर्स? It is complete a imaginary line which start flowing who start from North Pole and enters in South Pole outside the magnet and from south to north inside the magnet। okay, this is called lines of force। तो अभी देखिए, तो इसके लिए हम क्या करेंगे, एक बार मैग्नेट ले रहे हैं दैट इज नॉर्थ एंड साउथ। तो लाइन्स ऑफ फोर्स स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम नॉर्थ पोल एंड enters in the south pole। okay, this is complete a imaginary line। okay, and it starts from north pole of the magnet and enters into the south pole of the magnet। from outside the magnet, that is outside magnet, north to south, inside magnet, south to north। This is the magnetic lines of force, which is complete imaginary lines। and the lines of force is a closed path, that is अगर ये यहाँ पे स्टार्ट हो रहा है तो ये आके यहाँ पे एंड करेगा, इट इज ए क्लोज पाथ. पॉइंट इज magnetic lines of force are traveled in a closed path. Okay, this is the magnetic lines of force. Now, in a magnetic field, there are magnetic lines of force are exist. जो भी मेरा मैग्नेट के अंदर मैग्नेटिक फील्ड होता है उसी में मेरा मैग्नेटिक लाइन्स ऑफ फोर्स एग्जिस्ट करता है. तो चलिए जानते हैं व्हाट इज माय मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स. The total number of lines of force travel in a magnetic field is known as magnetic flux. So, what is magnetic flux? The total number of magnetic lines of force present in a magnetic field or travel in a magnetic field is known as magnetic lines of force, or magnetic flux. It is represented by phi, and unity is Weber. Unit is Weber. Now, this is your magnetic flux. Next is magnetic flux density. Flux density. What is magnetic flux density? Magnetic flux density is denoted by B. It is the magnetic flux for unity area, or B is equal to phi by A. What is my unity? Weber per meter square. This is the magnetic flux density. Now, next is magnetic field intensity. That is H. Magnetic field intensity, it is defined as the force experienced by a unity pole, that is North Pole, is 1 Weber placed at that point. Okay, now F is equal to M into 1 Weber divided by F H. H is equal to M into 1 Weber into 4 pi epsilon mu 0 mu r d square. This is your magnetic field intensity or magnetic field strength. What is the unit? Unit is Newton per Weber. This is your magnetic field intensity H or magnetic field strength. Okay, next we will discuss magnetic effect of electric current. So what is magnetic effect of electric current? जब भी मेरा कंडक्टर में करंट फ्लो होना स्टार्ट करेगा तो क्या होगा, उस कंडक्टर में एक मैग्नेटिक फील्ड डेवलप होता है. Whenever there is a current flowing through a conductor, let us take a conductor. If current is flowing in that direction, so I current is flowing. Whenever there is a current flowing through a conductor, then a magnetic field is developed across a conductor. This is known as magnetic effect of electric current. So, what is important? You have to find out the magnetic field direction. Magnetic field direction. So, how you find the magnetic field direction? So, there is some certain rule. The first rule is number 1, right hand rule. So, by using right hand rule, you have to find out the direction of the magnetic field. So, what is direction? What is the right hand rule? The right hand rule are hold the conductor in your right hand if the thumb direction show the current direction, then all the other finger direction show your magnetic field direction, that is shown in the backward. This is right hand rule. Now next is the right hand rule for a coil. So how do you apply right hand rule for a coil? Now you hold the coil in your right hand if the thumb show the magnetic field direction, then all the other finger show your current direction. This is just opposite of the right hand rule. That is, in the right hand rule, you see in the right hand rule the thumb show the current direction, but if you apply the right hand rule in the coil, then thumb show your magnetic field direction and all other fingers show the current direction. But in right hand rule, thumb show the current direction and all other fingers show the magnetic field direction. Now next is current carrying conductor. in a magnetic field. So इसके लिए मैं क्या करूंगा, एक मैग्नेटिक फील्ड ले रहा हूं, that is your north pole and this is your south pole, and the lines of force or flux flow in that direction, that is north to south pole. Now you take a current carrying conductor is placed in that magnetic field. So this is the current carrying conductor. इसके लिए notation है, suppose you found this type of notation, then current flowing towards you. That means the current is flowing towards me. If you found cross, then current flowing away from you. Cross means current is flowing inwards and dot means current is flowing outward. So let us take this is a north pole, this is your south pole, and suppose this is my conductor. Here the current is flowing in that direction, so apply right hand rule. Then what is the magnetic field direction? This is my magnetic field direction. Now so what is the resultant? Resultant is, this is north, this is south. The resultant is so you get this type of resultant. What happened? So you see this figure and this figure. The direction of the magnetic field in the conductor is in that direction. So if the lines of force is just repel or stretched out in that out upper part of the conductor and it is added in the lower part of the conductor. So this is, if you plus this figure and this figure, you get this type of figure. So then it will experience a force just like a rubber band. It will experience a force. So what is the result? If a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field, that will experience a force. If we change the current direction, suppose this is my current direction, then what is the force direction is reverse. This is my force. Okay, this is the resultant of a current carrying conductor. What is the resultant? If the current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field, then it will experience a force. Now let us take another example. North pole and south pole. Current I. Suppose I will place a conductor A and B in a magnetic field, then what? And this conductor makes 90 degree to the magnetic field. Then what is the force value? F is equal to B I L Newton. This is my force value, B I L Newton. What is B? B is the magnetic flux density in Weber per meter square. I is the current flowing through the conductor, and L is the length of the conductor in meter, and it is in ampere. This is my force value. What is the force value? F is equal to B I L Newton. Okay. Now, next is, what is the direction of my force? For the direction, you take Fleming's left hand rule. So, what is my Fleming's left hand rule? Outstretch the left thumb, middle finger, forefinger of your left hand if the forefinger show the magnetic field direction and the middle finger shows the current direction, then thumb show your force direction. So what is my Fleming's left hand rule? Fleming's left hand rule. Number 1, forefinger. Forefinger show the magnetic field direction. Then middle finger show a current direction. Then number 3, thumb show a force direction. So in that case, if we apply the Fleming's left hand rule, then what is my force direction? The force direction is upward. This type of force is upward. So this is my magnetic field direction, this is your current direction, and this is my force direction. So the conductor moves in that direction. Okay, next is, if the conductor makes some angle theta to the magnetic field, then what is my force? F is equal to B I L sin theta Newton. If it makes some angle to the magnetic field, this is your theta. If theta is 90 degree, then F is equal to B I L Newton. If it makes some angle, this is my force value. If it is 90 degree, this is my force value. And what is the direction? The direction of the force is determined by Fleming's left hand rule. This is all about the force produced by a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field. Now next is Ampere's circuit law. Ampere's circuit law. This law gives the relationship between the current and the magnetic field produced by that current. So, what is Ampere's circuit law? It gives the relationship between current and magnetic field produced due to this current. The law states that the integral of magnetic field density, that is B, along with in a closed path is equal to the current in the closed path and permeability of the medium. So this is your Ampere's circuit law. What is Ampere's circuit law? The law states that the integral of magnetic field density, that is B, along in a closed path is equal to the current in the closed path and permeability of the medium. So, but mathematically, B dot dl is equal to mu 0 into I. This is your Ampere's circuit law. B by mu 0 into dl is equal to I, or closing it H dot dl is equal to I. That is, the magnetic field intensity along a closed path is equal to the current flowing through that closed path. This is the Ampere's circuit law. Then, what is the application of the Ampere's circuit law? What is the application? By applying Ampere's circuit law, you find magnetic field intensity in a current carrying conductor. Current carrying conductor. Okay. So, by using Ampere's circuit law, you have to find the magnetic field intensity, that is H, in a current carrying conductor. So, let us take a current carrying conductor. This is my current direction and this is my magnetic field direction, and it is in the radius R. This is B, that is magnetic field density. Now, let us take small distance dl, that is a small distance dl. Now the magnetic field density is constant in the magnetic field because the distance between this point to this point throughout the circle is constant, that is r. So b is constant, but the direction of the b is tangent to each point, but the value is constant for the magnetic field. Then what is my b dot dl value in Ampere's circuital law? That is equal to b close integral of dl. So what is close integral of dl? That is your b into, that is b, that is equal to b into 2 pi r, because it will travel a circle. So this is your 2 pi r. Now according to Ampere's circuital law, dot dl is equal to mu 0 I. Now what is b dot dl? That is equal to b into 2 pi r is equal to mu 0 I. Now b by mu 0 is equal to I by 2 pi r. Now h is equal to I by 2 pi r if it is a single conductor. If there is a n number of conductor, then if there is n number of conductors, then h is equal to ni by 2 pi r. This is all about the Ampere's circuital law.